As spring arrives and temperatures begin to warm, entertaining habits are shifting with more people gathering at home and looking for easy ways to elevate everyday moments. A European tradition of enjoying light drinks and small bites is influencing how Americans are hosting this season. Here to share spring entertaining trends from simple cocktails to elevated at-home gatherings is beverage expert and national brand ambassador for St. Germain Elderflower Liqueur, Julian Arreola. Julian, thank you so much for joining us today. So what are some of the biggest spring entertainment trends that you're seeing right now?
Absolutely. That's a great question, David. Well, one of the biggest trends that we're noticing is people shifting away from more formal hosting and leaning into elevating the everyday. And so there's an uptick in daytime occasions and outdoor experiences, really centered around experiencing the world around us with those we love most.
All right, so what is spritz season and why is it trending right now?
Fair question. Well, the truth is that the spritz is a year-round cocktail, but a recent report from the Bacardi Cocktail Trends showcased that the spritz is actually meant to outpace both the martini and the gin and tonic as the #1 cocktail of the season. And this is because the spring brings with it such a vibrant, fun, playful energy that is perfectly encapsulated in a St. Germain spritz. And that's only possible because of the care that we take in handpicking all of our wild elderflowers.
I am a big fan of St. Germain. I use it all the time in cocktails for my wife. So can you show us, though, how easy it is to make a spritz at home?
Oh, I would absolutely love to do that. So we're going to start off with our beautiful St. Germain spritz glass that's already filled with ice. We'll then add 2 ounces of sparkling water. We'll then add 2 ounces of a sparkling wine. In this case, we're using Prosecco, but just as easily, you can substitute a sparkling rosé or a chilled red to bring out a lot of fun flavors. We'll then add the piece de resistance, our Saint Germain. And that's where we get all of our beautiful stone fruit and tropical notes like lychee and passion fruit. There's a little bit of honeysuckle and soft citrus that all comes together. We'll give it a good stir. You'll notice the golden hue from St. Germain really filling up the glass. And then we'll garnish with a mint sprig and a lime wedge. And voila, easy peasy St. Germain spritz.
That looks very delicious and quite refreshing. I'll have to make that at home. So, okay, so if we're hosting, what are some easy food pairings that'll work well?
Yeah, so the St. Germain spritz, wonderfully food versatile. So there's no wrong answers. But I always recommend leaning into lighter, brighter flavors. So think charcuterie boards, soft cheeses, fresh fruit platters, and freshly shucked oysters. All really clean, crisp flavors that amplify the beauty of our elderflower liqueur.
Looks delicious. So what are some simple ways to elevate your table or create a beautiful spring tablescape?
My #1 rule is indulge the senses, but keep it simple. A nice linen tablecloth or some fun napkins, bring some texture to the room. A little bit of greenery goes a long way in bringing like a fresh, verdant energy as well as a little bit of aroma. The serving platters and glassware that you use can be a fun accent, as well as how you place your food and your garnishes, allowing them to be something visually stimulating. But most importantly is how you serve your cocktail. So personally, I always serve my St. Germain spritzes in a carafe. Not only is it just like really striking on a table and makes a statement, but it's just a really great community-driven moment.
I like that. These are all fantastic suggestions. I'm telling you what, I'm going to definitely go home and make that St. Germain spritzer. I do have some St. Germain at the house right now. But before I let you go, Julian, where do we go to learn some more?
Of course. So you're more than welcome to scan the QR code on the table. That'll take you to stgermainliqueur.com, where there'll be a store locator that'll take you to different restaurants that have the St. Germain spritz, as well as different vendors that sell our elderflower liqueur. And remember, rain or shine, there's always a 100% chance of spritz with St. Germain.
I like that, Julian. Thank you so very much for your time today. Guys, try it. The St. Germain is delicious. It makes all kind of fantastic cocktails. And if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.